Here's Koo to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it back?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The numbers for Hearns last week. 6 catches, 70 yards.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards, and not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
On 2nd down, Kenny. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with...
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. but I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Switch. Ultra. Go ultra. He's checking crash. Claws red. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Yellow, 22.
Hey, watch the screen.
Green jack. Ready, go.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Watch out.
Needle blue. Set, go.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Come on, set. 45. White. Check smash. Set.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Check three.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hale. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got Thornton working the sideline.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. A bad.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Hearns brings it in. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. This is caught by Hearns. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. No. Ball.
Mike, 60.
53, check 53. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Let's go.
Ready, go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now they're in the hurry up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught on the right side by Adams.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in week 4. 2nd half kickoff ready to go. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the 1st half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
On 3rd down, Kenny. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8.
And the Texans will take over.
And now out comes Houston. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
53, check 53. Hey, check. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
He's got 9 points.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Shot, 17. Go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. On first down, Kenny, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down now, Kenny, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Ultra.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now back to throw. Completes it to Hearns. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Flush to his right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Tylan Wallace from 8 yards out. And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Ready. 33. Yellow.
Stop your whining.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Kenny. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Ready?
Up the middle they go. Kenny. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. There he goes, left side. 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs.
Here we go, set, 53. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Kenny, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Texans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Hale. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. And right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Kenny, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Kenny, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 97 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
They'll run on first down. Kenny, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys great ball games and another good start.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And this will be taken at the 13.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Ready. 45. White.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
The Texans at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close 1-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Flush to his right. It's caught right side, it turns. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the...
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
This is taken at the 23.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready. 53. Smash. Smash.
Check 26, check.
Clock. 10.
24 is the mic. Watch the slant.
Hey, check mega. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a give right side. Kenny. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Kenny, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken...
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go. Red 38. Here we go. Red, go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
That's on the tackle, Panay Sewell.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Check, fear. Set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is complete. Finds his man Hearns. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight.
Touchdown, Texans. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offenses.
Let's go. 33. Yellow.
Mike 20. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Ready, go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Got a man. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
24.
Let's go.
Now a give right side. Kenny. And he's got room.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Strike. Strike. Ultra. Go ultra.
He's coming. Double up.
Set. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch the slants. Watch the slant. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Better bring it. Better.
They'll set up to throw.
Got his man. It's Thornton.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On 1st down, Kenny trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Check, smash.
Looking to throw. Looking left sideline. It's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards.
And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken right around the 44.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Touchdown, Houston. It's a punt return touchdown of 56 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll set up a throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Here comes the Rams punter now. as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans are pouring it on. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly...
Here comes the Rams punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taken from his own 44 here. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Strike. Check. Strike. Stand. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Kenny, this will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Kenny, and he gets it down to the 32.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Kenny. And he is going to lose yardage here. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Okay, check Mega. Ready.
Throw left side complete. That's Hale.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Texans! From 6 yards away.
And the Texans have got it on cruise control. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans extend their lead yet again. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was...
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. They go play action with Wilson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just a 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Texans to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're... Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Houston, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles